top of the morning. So this is Pigsy. There you go, a bit quieter. Something's really strange I noticed when I was looking at some B17. You can get it in seeds, and I got some apricot. I got some apricots, and I was cracking open the seeds, and I kept on finding the seeds were empty inside. So I'm wondering if that demonstrates the poor nutrition. And basically, if you bought, let's say you bought 10 of them, and you've only got, say, 4 kernels in there, and you've got an idea of how depleted the soil is, or they're GMO. They've been genetically modified in some way, so people don't have kernels, which is even weirder because it doesn't make sense. Why would a plant produce complete duds? And seeds, so it's very unusual. And I was thinking also about, I think mental health stuff as well. I was sort of interested. I think occasionally people have intrusive chatter and stuff in their heads. Oop. Let's do go. And it could be easy to say, you know, this person's got a disorder or is out of balance, but I feel that with certain things in people's minds, they're tuning out into different frequencies. So I mean, I find my mind wandering and sort of like it's communicating with something else, and I try to ground myself, so it's not really, I'm always conscious of it doing this, which is a bit weird. It's just like the multi-dimensional type consciousness. And then you've got to deal with the backlash of it, because once it becomes something whereby it's not a singular focus, so you're not simply just doing things, you've got so much stuff going on in the background, and then you're starting becoming more aware of it, and it's just quite weird, like, you know, is your brain talking to guide levels, is it talking to other things? And then some of the stuff that comes into your head might be useful, and you think, yes, that's brilliant, so it validates it, and there's other stuff that's not. It might be like, but that's not true. And it's just that band frequency, like a radio is in a broader setting, so you're picking up more stuff, and maybe your mind is more vulnerable. That's probably true. I mean, rather than considering it as what people might label as mental health, because all health of the mind will be mental. So it's just it's a kind of a weird paradox there. And I think it gets a lot of dogma and stigma attached to it. So yeah, so the thing is with the different frequency ranges in your mind is that some of that can be hacked. So some of it's your internal chatter, so these are your anxieties and everything, you listen to yourself really. And other stuff, it's coming in via entities that may be associated with you. They're using that same frequency, they're tuning into your thoughts and they're sharing thoughts, or they're communicating. And then there's other outside influences like negative entities that might try to communicate. And even people you meet, you may just build like a telepathic bond with them. So you might be having all these sort of romantic thoughts, and it's strange where it kicks in. It may not kick in normally, but there may be a certain situation where it seems to be in your mind. You're wondering about a particular thing, which you wouldn't normally bother at all. Which is unusual. Either way, you just got to relax and work through it. And you know, basically people also dip into different mental states all the time, and every so often people will sort of maybe suffer in some way, and that's where you might go into an illness, because you can no longer control what's happened to you, and it's starting to have an effect where it's starting to wear you down, cause you fatigue, sleeplessness, other things like that. So yeah, and that can kind of play on your mind. I mean, I had an incident, but I think it's I won't say it's an incident. I mean, something occurred and then it lingered in my mind. I thought, what happens if something bad had happened to this person? Because I was unaware, because at the time I had dropped them off and drove off, and I just thought to myself, I don't know. And I couldn't really chase them because I don't want to come across as like something, I become paranoid. But the idea was in my head. Basically, it was bits of information that are broken, and so my mind is desperately trying to create a pattern to make sense of it. Like, why did I hear that noise, and why didn't I see them afterwards? You know, it's sort of like, well, probably because they went into where they were going to be, dropped them off. But I thought, well, I don't know. It's like, what happens if the worst case scenario happened and you just drove away from a situation? And I'm thinking, oh Christ, and how bad could that situation be? And I thought, whoa. But what I have got at home is I've got some dowing rods, and I asked where the person was, and they actually pointed in the direction of where they live. So I'm not too worried, because it means they must be home. That's what it means. Otherwise I wouldn't have picked it up. I did try it several times with them. I just thought, well, that's logical, actually, that point in the right direction. And I wasn't trying to lean it so it'd go that way. I mean, if I was doing that, I'm not even aware I'm doing that. That's why it wouldn't make any sense. But it seems interesting that it pulled in that direction. So yeah, and that's it really. I think it's very unusual, like I say, when you're dealing with the mind and how it fits in with the consciousness. And also new problems will have happened and new things will evolve, like, you know, addiction to technology and how people's mind integrates with technology. I mean, you probably have eye conditions 20 or 30 years time for it. It'd be like, I mean, retina burn from using tablets and other devices, or even more powerful things. You know, things that try to project into your head things, or people that wear VR masks all the time. They might have some sort of deprivation in their senses, or some type of burnout, or whatever. It may even be, you know, I think it's an excuse where it just gives some people some drugs. So it's quite difficult. Okay, so anyway, this is me signing off, and have a great day.